Hello, welcome to the forest. This is a reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'll be asking our guides about your current path and where you are headed, and possibly where the universe wants you to be. And then I'll also be asking our guides what they see along the way and ahead to illuminate your journey. And at the end, I'll draw a card focusing on the element to help you balance on your way, or just focus on, vibe with, whatever. Readings are good for about a week. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you're from Instagram, hello. But there were some cats along the way for Aries today, and these are the decks I felt vibed most for you guys today. We have the Tarot Tarot and the Spirit Song Tarot, and I thought there were some cats that might want to come out, so we'll see. We also have the Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck and Cats Fantasy Oracle deck. Fantasy Cats Oracle deck. I think I said that backwards. Oh, alright. You're like, pay attention to me. Alright, so we had Ruling. Oh, that's cool. Come out for Aries. I feel like that's appropriate. And my cat also says hello. I love how this cat is wearing this brilliant red crown made up of carnelians, poppies, roses, drifting leaves, like all his thoughts and passion. He knows where he's going and what he's doing, and he's beautiful doing it. He or she. Right? That is so amazing. I really like this for Aries. I feel like this is your fire and drive, that you're being crowned with this week. So I also felt like there were maybe some bright, colorful orbs, forces, spirits along the path. My cat is playing behind me, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. Oh, she's so happy though. What else do we have for Aries? Oh, another one. Let's that one jump out. We'll try again. We'll see if it wants to come out. We have one so far that I haven't been able to see yet. Anything else for Aries that wants to come out? It's thinking about it. Illusion. Oh, this one came up for one of the earth signs. All right, so we have illusion and 7 deadly sins. So this one could be about you feeling like it's time to embrace your inner positivity in order to face the truth and step out into the light, in order to leave behind any illusions within yourself or around you and be able to battle off those negative forces. Because you have that goodness inside of you and you want to protect those around you. You want to protect your loved ones, your family, your children, your fur kids, all the things that make you happy, and these cards are saying you're not content just sitting idly by. You're going to face the truth and you're going to fight off this negativity with your inner power, your inner truth, your inner positivity, wearing that Aries crown of yours, dispelling any illusions. All right, and let's see. I think I'm going to use Spirit Sign for most of it and the Crotera for where you want to be. I guess I never really decide that till I get to this point. It doesn't really I guess I kind of just ask at this point and they tell me. All right, where is Aries right now? Few cards here. We'll see what we have. Oh, I'm actually gonna move this farther away. Alright. Otherwise I end up filling up this whole space and I'm like, I have no room. What did I do? Whoops. We have the 5 of Feathers, the Emperor, Aries saying hello here. We also have the 10 of Shells and the 8 of Acorns. That's cool. So you're feeling happy. I mean, I feel like, you do have a little bit of struggle here going on, but you're tapping into that, you know, that ruling energy. I feel like even though maybe you're not quite sure if you're gonna make it through this or not, you're still kind of at that like, oh God, like I don't know, kind of a thing. Like I'm gonna have to like plan ahead and just keep going at this. Um, but you're focusing this on this being happy, on this working out, on like you're really close here. Like as far as your happiness goes, like with all of these, I feel like you're almost there. Like you're at this place where you're like, I mean, the ton of shows actually says like you are there. Like you are super super happy. But with the five of feathers there to kind of like mess with that maybe a little bit. I not like a lot, but just maybe a little bit to kind of be like, you know, I feel like it's kind of maybe like your thoughts are maybe pulling you away from your happiness a little bit here. But I'll keep going. um, right, and maybe with the thoughts, I mean, the cards up here about it, facing truths and whatnot. Where does Aries want to be? Where's Aries? Here. We have the Nine of Swords, or the Nine of Air, and the Eight of Pentacles. Where is Aries headed on this path right now? Alright, so we also have the Page of Wands. Alright. So I'm gonna find out. Oh, switch these. So where you're headed right now, is a place where you're going to be feeling even more conflicted, it looks like, about something that you've been putting your time into, your energy into. I mean, you're kind of still excited about it, and it could just be like you feel like something's not going to work out here. Whether this is, job or relationship or, I mean, like it depends. Like we'll see. We'll keep going here. Because I mean, the Nine of Swords can be, it can be like where you're at that stage where you're just like not feeling good about stuff. Like you're not looking for help. You're just feeling bad about stuff. You're feeling stuck, and it looks like you're kind of feeling, you're having thoughts in the direction of something that you've maybe previously been feeling excited about, something that you've been working on. So it might be more of a work thing. But after the Nine of Swords comes the Ten of Swords, and that's where you release those thoughts, and it's kind of like, wow, this is the worst, and the worst is over. And I mean, not necessarily, you don't always have to go that route. Like things kind of ease up and get better and go other ways. But I mean, just try to like look on the bright side, I guess, if you're feeling not so good. So what is on their path? And we also have the Three of Crystals. We also have, Awakening. And the Ace of Acorns. And I believe Awakening is Judgment. And Major Arcana. And this one they're named a little bit different. Like acorns are fire, crystals are earth, and shells are water or cups. However you want to say this. Alright, what else do we have? Let's see. I like that the acorns is a band. That's funny. All right, we're gonna try one more, and then I'm gonna keep moving because I like what we have so far. I feel like this is you realizing that you need to do things differently, like because the universe is stepping in to say, everything's been said and done. We're going to look at everything that's come before and move on to the next thing. Um, and we also have the Queen of Crystals, Queen of Fire, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Earth, and the Two of Fire, Two of Acorns, Insight and Focus, it says, which is totally appropriate for the Hoff there. So I feel like you're gonna end up like kind of having to work with somebody here, and it's gonna be kind of like a new thing for you, maybe. Whether this is something like you've invested yourself in. I mean, it could be like a family thing, it could be a work thing, but it looks like you're going to have to kind of employ some of that drive and compassion, stability. I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of options at first that are gonna kind of narrow down. Like I just think it's really interesting. Sorry, I got quiet there. Um, because where you are now is like this point of like basically you doing you and being like really happy about it and seeing results, even if maybe you're a little bit uncertain at times, like you're still doing you. You're still at that point where you're keeping going because you have a plan in action and you're doing it and you're really happy and you're seeing results. You are in your emperor mode right now. And then along your journey, we have you um, realizing that things are changing. Um, I'm not even seeing like change. I'm not seeing like upset or anything like that. I'm mostly seeing the end of one thing and something else emerging. Like this is an end to an old way of thinking, an old way of being, doing something that's been happening in your life that's being put to rest basically so that something else can emerge and start out new. I feel like maybe this is like you starting off on a new path here, maybe trying something different because you realize that what you were doing before, it was working, but now how you're doing things now is working much better, and I feel like you're like with all these cards here, strategy, and then the universe steps in and it says, all right, well, yeah, we are out with the old, in with the new right now. You're kind of at that stage where um, everything is being accounted for with the universe, right? And everything that needs to be let go of and laid to rest will be, and then everything that you're gonna have like something like beautiful arise out of that is what I guess what is what I'm getting at here along your journey. And it's going to be full of all of these amazing opportunities that are going to engage your creative side and are going to make you feel passionate and creative, and then you're going to like be collaborating, working with somebody or on something, just kind of, I almost want to say like relearning here with this card, how to explore your options, like relearning maybe how to work with others, while still being in that emperor mode, but in a different way, knowing that, um, like I feel like with some of these cards here, I really like that there's the Ace of Acorns and the Two of Acorns. I mean, this is you seeing like, oh yeah, like, realizing in this new manner that there are a lot of options out there, like with your creativity, with your job, with your love life. And like you are being bold and confident, and then you're able to focus in on what you want, and you're employing this new sense of nurturing and kindness and love and stability, because you also have two queens along your journey, along with this ace and the emperor and awakening. I'll show you these here. You have the queen of water and the queen of earth. The queen of water is about happiness. She's about love, and she is nurturing. I mean, the queen of earth is also very nurturing. Like both of these are, they're both, very loving. They might show it in very different ways, though. The queen of water, she might be more emotionally vulnerable. She's going to be open. She's going to be that person that's going to be like, oh my God, you need a hug. And you're going to be like, yes, hug, right? And she's going to want to like listen to your problems and help you through your day. And sometimes she can be a little bit too focused on her emotions, but sometimes you might need that. Sometimes the people around you might need that, and they might need that person who's going to like listen and be open-hearted. And then we also have the queen of earth, and who she's also very, very loving, but she does show it in a different way and processes things differently. She's a little less emotional. She's a little bit more caring about the things that you've cared about, though. Not to say, like she doesn't care about what you've loved or what you do love, because she does, and she does want you to be happy. But she also wants to make sure that you're going to be grounded and stable, and that what you're working towards is going to be for your best interest, right? She wants to make sure that the things that you are thinking about, that you care about, that you're investing yourself in, that they're going to be looking out for you too. And she's also about comfort and making sure like all the little details about everything are taken care of, and that everything is always beautiful and everybody is always, I don't say always taken care of, but because sometimes she can also, be just a little too focused on things. But I feel like both of these, I was saying too, I feel like it's not that she's necessarily unemotional, but she's going to show it in different ways. She might show it, instead of, hey, come give me a hug, she might be like, hey, look at this cool picture I found for you. Or, like, hey, here's $1 to go spend on something you like. Or, hey, let me go buy you a latte. Or, something like that. Like she's going to, like, do those little things that make you happy, and, like, show that she loves you and cares about you. um and I'm just seeing that on your path here, like you embracing that, like learning that there are different ways to approach things, because you have these cards of working with somebody and learning how to newly focus and incorporate different people and different styles of things into your life here, with the things that make you excited and happy and that you're working on and like. And um like with this card here, I feel like this is like a new you here, learning and doing all these things and exploring these options, and learning how to work with others and with yourself. I mean, like, it does look like there's a lot of focus on maybe not being super grounded, kind of more or less, like exploring this new stuff, going with the flow. Like, I feel like maybe though along your journey, maybe you're living a little too focused, like right with these queens here too, and like with all the stuff you have going on here. I feel like maybe you're not taking enough time out to look at some of your thoughts that are coming in. If you're not sure about something, because I feel like at the end of this journey, even though you're focusing on all these like really positive things, you kind of end up at this place where you're feeling maybe a bit stuck on these things that you've been investing in and that you care about and that you've been working on, and you feel maybe like you can't quite get out of it, like get out of your head about things, not turning out right, possibly. This might be anxiety or depression, something kind of creeping in along the way to kind of make you doubt yourself or the situation and what you've put yourself into. So I'll draw a card for that to see um, how to help you with that. Would you please clarify and help us guide Aries with that Nine of Swords here so they can um, have a peaceful, balanced journey. The Fool card. Oh, that is so cool with this. Oh, and the Page of Cups. Hello. That's cool. This is you embracing what you love. This is saying, I am ready for a new journey. I don't necessarily know where I'm headed, but I'm trusting that I'm going to get there and that the journey is going to be beautiful. And that at the end of it, like, I'm going to be happy. I mean, this is like literally, I mean, you could call this like the hey, oh my God, I just found somebody new in my life, or this new opportunity, or this thing that makes me feel really good, like, oh my God, and like I'm heading toward it, right? Um, so I kind of see like the universe is saying, like, if you start to feel like stuck or like you're not quite sure if you can like keep investing yourself in this and just keep going and embracing this new focus on what you're investing yourself in here. If you're starting to doubt yourself and get anxious about it and not sure about it, the universe says to, concentrate on this new beginning in with your feelings, with love, with what you are doing here. They're saying, they're basically kind of just saying, like, I don't want to say let it go, but let it go. And I mean, it's not. I'm just honestly surprised. Like usually, like I would think that they're be like, oh, think about it, work through it, whatever, and they're just like, you know what, like. You have this new beginning. You have this jumping off point. You have this thing to look forward to. Like, whatever you're in your thoughts about, those are in your thoughts. Those are in your, you know, and I mean it could be too, like if you're ready to leave this situation, if you are, feeling doubtful, they're saying, embrace this new love, embrace this new opportunity, this new focus of yours where you are putting your feelings that are making you happy. Let go, because they don't want you to focus on these negative thoughts that are creeping in, that are, getting in the way of things, because they want you to be a ruler. And I mean, that could be, with these cards up here too, of illusion and having to use your inner positivity to fight back, maybe the ugly truth around you, because you're embracing that Aries crown, that energy, that fire energy, knowing that you have all these opportunities and then focusing and getting them, and I see you being, nurturing and kind, and being able to fit the situation how you need to, and embracing this new side to you, to life, to whatever this is, and the universe stepping in to say, yes, we are here to um, start this new phase in your life with the, awakening. I mean, sorry, like I paused there because a lot of time in like the cards, you'll like literally see, you know, like graves or something, and then like, like these spirits rising up, and it's kind of cool. But um, so this is that one, and I mean this one is like so positive, and it's focusing on the awakening side of you, um, on getting to the other side, right? And knowing that there is new life, like in a new beginning, and everything is going to be made right with the universe, because um, the next stage of the journey is here, right? But anyway, um, I'll do another card here to lean on. Too, if you are feeling, like stuck about these things and whatever. I mean, with the Queen, so I mean, it could, like I said, be that you're maybe getting a little too focused on a few things. The universe is suggesting, the Page of Cups and the Fool, which is like more of that light-hearted, happy energy rather than that like super heavy, like, I mean, I love these energies, right? Like, I love the Queen's energies, and it's not like a boy or girl thing or anything like that. It's just the energies. It's more of that like nurturing side than anything, and that's for anybody. They're very compassionate, but like I said, they can also sometimes be a little bit too, maybe a little bit too like motherly or kind of energy, like where they might get to be a little bit too much, a little bit too heavy, and the universe is like, all right, if things start going sideways, if you're not feeling good about this, rein back on that a little bit, be excited again, be happy, not just be happy, but like, focus on that more light-hearted approach, right? Like, realizing that all these things around you maybe aren't doom and gloom, focus on that lighter, that happier side of a new beginning, of your new journey here, of what you're doing, because it's there. It is there. It's just how you're seeing it or how you're thinking about it. And I was kind of shuffling these cards when I was talking about that, so I mean, it could be that if you start to worry that your investments aren't gonna go well, it's okay to like stop and take a minute and think about things. If things start to get heavy, it is okay to like let go, or maybe, let yourself grieve a situation or explore those emotions. But anyway, what is an energy for Aries to lean on if they get stuck, right? If they get worried about things? What is an energy for Aries to focus on? Because yeah, I mean, these cards about like worry, like worry that this thing isn't gonna work out, and then you have the universe stepping in to say, it's all right, it's okay. You have other things here, other cool things that you can always start over. You can always look for something new. You have a lot of options, a lot of people, a lot of like different energies out here, and you are learning to work with them and work with yourself, and don't let these thoughts, these negative feelings about things get in your way, because you have beautiful new beginnings on your way. And if you need something to balance on, look at that. We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is your legacy. This is earth. This is stability, being grounded. This is, seeing those seeds that you planted take root, bloom, spread, last for year after year, not just for you, but for your children and your children's children, and, inviting love into your life, whether that is, through your home and your hearth, and just loving the people around you. So if you need something to focus on, if you're feeling, overwhelmed, a little bit, anxious about whatever you have going on, the universe is stepping in to say, it's okay. You can lighten up a little bit, it's all right. Either way, you're good, because you have a lot of good things out there, regardless of what happens. This is a new you. New situations are going to come up, and you're the emperor, and you're doing this thing, and you're kicking butt. And if you need something to focus on that stability, on being grounded, and the things that are going to be around for the long term. All right. So anyway, I will see you later.